What is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show. Shout out to my YouTube and podcast fams, hugs and love and all the above. And if you're not a part of my podcast and you like what you're listening to, go ahead, click that button wherever the heck that is, okay? You know, with a follow, something like that, you know, where you're listening to me through Anchor, Spotify, Stitcher, I'm saying it right, I think, Podbean, I think I need to put in Podbean if I haven't put in my description. But anyway, y'all, if you're listening to YouTube, you can also click the subscribe button for notification. It's free, okay? It's free, okay? And put Tasha C TV when you're looking for my channel for YouTube, because if you don't put the TV, and then you're gonna get, you're gonna get a lovely gospel singer. I know her stuff is lovely and stuff like that, but I won't show up at all because my name is too common if you don't put that in. But anyways, y'all, I wanted to say this. I did not expect to come early. I know I sound like I'm hype. It's just a lot that is going on, and it hasn't been a complete 24 hours. Okay? And I'm like, what the hell? I cut, which was already a long, podcast enough, hour and something yesterday. But I would have went ahead and continued the podcast, but I was just too heartbroken about, hearing the tragedy of the loss of John Lanez and Chrissy Tisting's third child. Okay, passed away. So like I said, so anyway, y'all, let's get into politics real quick. I don't want to say the word. I don't know if that's going to be admin or whatever, but it's a lot going on. First of all, like I said, I feel how, because for one thing, besides hearing all this stuff, less than 24 hours before I did, because it's 1:20 a.m. in the morning, but I had a couple naps, so I just woke up. My body's getting adjusted where I'm slowly back in my room. It's still stuff, that gotta be at a remodel, but it's coming nice and lovely, y'all. Still, the bed has not came, but I have a bed at least. So this one is very nice. So like I said, either other way, I'll be fine. So, be hearing about the update. And here we go. Now, I forgot to mention last night, I was talking about the circus that came on the other night. That 45 took the low blow, which had nothing to do with debate, which had nothing to do with answer the questions, which had nothing to do with actually saying about what you're going to do in these circumstances. Talked about and having the audacity to bring up about his sons and him past dealing, saying that use with the drug users and stuff. And nobody was like, he served this country and all this other stuff like that. My son, you could tell he was getting upset after hearing that, and which had nothing to do, like I said, with the conversation, but just like over talking and stuff, the same thing. It was like, I got to find a way low blow. And like I said, what I said yesterday, if y'all heard the podcast, usually I wouldn't have did this early. If y'all listened to it yesterday, I said I may not come back on early before my birthday or not make another one until then. But it's so much going on. I'm like, I don't even know if I can wait. So I chose not to wait. Okay. Because I literally just seen this popped up on my screen. Here's the thing. So a part of also this debate that I forgot to mention is, I forgot to mention, I talked about, like I said, I seen clips online on Instagram. I did not watch the debate, the circus, the first, circus act shit show. But here's some notifications I've been seeing today. Okay. It's going to be interesting October. Just to let y'all know in advance, if y'all into the horse astrology thing, Mercury retrograde is starting on October the 13th. Okay. And it ends like mid-November. And, then you have to be careful, like getting electronics, doing certain stuff, try to avoid, signing contracts. Some people can peer up or certain things get passed, could be problems with communication and stuff like that. And I know I'm jumping off the subject here, but like I said, it's only October the 2nd. And it's like, what the hell? I mean, 2020 already been like, pretty much a real life horror film. So, but like I said, this is interesting. So, like I said, 45 was talking about biting, talking about him wearing the mask, or I got to wear the mask, stuff like that. Keep that in mind. So, at first, like around 7 something, whatever, because I get 2 notifications. I tune the news stations. Y'all, I don't like watch the news. It's been years since I watched the news consistently. But I, look more so through the app or sometime at Instagram, like local national news, like depending what's on my timeline. I mean, I think I follow one news station on the app and like CNN, like certain people like anchors, but not, news anchors and so forth, but not like say like news stations. But anyway, y'all. So first notification around, evening time, one of 45's advisors has been tested for the Rona. Rona up there, like I said, does not discriminate. I will say that. The Rona, sadly, is in unity. That's one thing you don't want to be diverse, is Rona's ass. Because she does not get a buck about who she comes after, who she attacks, and sometimes not even the stream. It has nothing to do with class, color, race, your ethnic background, what you believe and don't believe in, okay? Rona is for everybody. Literally, unfortunately. Okay? It says something about one of his advisors, Hope something, I don't know the last name, was tested positive. Then, not too long ago after, got another notification. Then they said that that 45 was going to be self-quarantining and stuff like that, from Rona because one of the advisors had it. Then, y'all, less than about, 10 minutes before I got on here, they said breaking news. And I'm like, wait a minute. Usually they don't have breaking news in the middle of the night like this. I look, 45 and his wife got the Rona. And that means they need to be careful because they also need to they might have to test the baby too. Because, some people act like the Rona don't be trying to mess with and she don't be trying to be a bitch and be up there messing with the kids. They both got it. They both got Rona. Rona has made her way with her stinking ass, because she, like I said, she does not care, made it to 45 and his wife. And it's like, whoa. I wonder what the reports are going to be saying later on today. Okay? So like I said, it is, I'm just like, oh my goodness. And it's going to be interesting, like, who of our 45 supporters are going to be saying about this. Or they're going to say, this is set up, that's not true. He probably needs to be retested again. This ain't true. Blah, 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 say, whatever. Okay? Oh, too many things. I like this channel. He up the reporting that, put it in the title. I don't know if I'm going to put exactly. I'm just going to put Rona in the title of this podcast. But anyway. Woo! So, this is going to be interesting because I don't know when the next 2 debates they're going to have. But I am wondering, if the debates, are going to still go on, or are they going to postpone until he's quarantined? I don't know, like they just have it, a lot of times when the Rona's quarantined, they may just have it and just, be where they're fortunate enough where it's not severe, where they have to go to the hospital. But it goes to show, like, he all talking about don't wear no mask, and I don't barely wear masks, or certain stuff, whatever. And, this is the same person who admitted, that, right on doing an interview for something, in his own words, like he knows Rona is a deadly black widow venom heifer and knows that, and purposely knew for months and still tried to downplay it. And so Rona was like, okay, you don't think it's serious? Like, you invincible? You think you like a god, you god or a god or invincible, whatever? I'll come to your house too. Rona is on her period, okay? Complete PMS, blown and cramps and everything. I don't mean to be right up, but yeah, that's pretty much what she's on, okay? And she even come with her sister, I like to call second wave. Not her yet, okay? So that's gonna be interesting because we don't know just if it's just a test, but that doesn't mean it's a severe. But it's just gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. But it's just like, whoa. Like, because, when I have seen, when I did used to see some of the briefings or whatever, certain things, remember when he had, I think it was Tucson, when he had, one audience and they were inside, and one of his people that was a part of his party, Ripper Herbert, came and actually passed away from the Rona. I don't know. I don't think they even mentioned anybody else. Rona had, battled and stuff like that, got rid of his soul and goes to his family. But like I said, it's like, this is no joke. So, that's a lot right there. And, like I said, I ain't trying to, like, what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to say around on Bish bad, but it's just like, that is jacked up. That's jacked up, but it's like, hey, you downplayed, you still downplaying, like Rona can't touch nobody. Like I said, she is for everybody. That's, she is unity for some, wait a minute, how many minutes I got on here, because I'm going to upload this to YouTube. She is in unity when it comes to fuckery, okay? That's exactly where she's at, so, Okay, y'all. Well, we're gonna go on Instagram. It's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. I may get on the two stories I originally was going to talk about. Sorry, y'all. Y'all might hear that notification because I'm using this phone. I do love, like, I'm able to make these podcasts through the phone. Yes, indeed. Anyways, for one thing, I go Lily T. I think her account she had to make a private again on Instagram, because, she tries and then people be messing with her, which is understandable. So, but anyways, if y'all heard about the rapper Rich the Kid, now Rich the Kid actually, I think, I don't know if he's under or been managed with quality control, who, manages like Migos or used to, I don't know what the hell's going on with them and so forth. He used to, back in the day before he blew up, whatever, which he kind of started when he came with those songs like The Plug and the song he did with New Freeze. I think it's called New Freeze with Kendrick Lamar years ago and stuff like that. Just bring it up real quick. If y'all was like, still like, who the hell is this? Like I say, he made mixtapes with the Migos and stuff like that. Migos and stuff like that back in the day. That's why I first had heard about him. Then he went solo. Then he was talking shit, like, for example, like to Little Uzi Vert. He should have signed this label. And they make diss songs back to each other. I know Rich the Kid made a song diss tag, had like a so-called lookalike in the video, like he buried him, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. But Little Uzi Vert was about that life and did it. And chased him down to Starbucks, and he really ran after his ass. He was like, "Okay, I'm about them hands." And I just did the video where like Rich the Kid was in the corner, wasn't about to be bothered. Then it was controversy about him, like it was accusations from his ex-wife that he used to beat her and all this other stuff, and she left him alone. Then it was like he got robbed, supposedly, and she was even saying like, "No, that girl he's with now, who used to go Yo and Bay." Which her boyfriend said basically she was engaged to pay stuff that he was like, he didn't even know this was messing with the girl before she was with Rich Kid. She's still with him now, and they're engaged. But the thing is like I said, he has like stuff talking about you Little Easy Bird should have signed with him and all this stuff. Some back and forth stuff. But but like I said, Rich the Kid is still like, making songs and stuff like that or whatever, and I think he has his own company. But like I said, with some controversy with him and his wife, they got together, and his ex-wife used to be, I think she's back, and she was a part with a twerk team. Okay, sorry, I know I'm giving the backstory, but twerk's team actually came out, when you really think about it, even though they were popular as heck, and got rid of so because one of the young ladies was actually killed. They used to be part of the group. They used to go by the name Betty Boop. I think it was Betty Boop or Betty Bop, well, Betty Butt. She unfortunately was tragically killed years ago. And originally I think it was 5 of them, then it went down to 4 because 2 of them were sisters. The other one's named Twerk, and I heard the mentioning was by name Lady L. But I think they're still doing twerk team videos sometimes now too. But she, I think, has a spa company or something like that now. So anyways, like I said, controversy back and forth. But Lovely T and her story, for him to be Rich the Kid, this don't sound rich. This actually is kind of sad. Okay, Not like Sad said, but like financially wise. Rich the Kid ordered to pay ex-managers $1.1 million in court battle. Let's go ahead while I read this article. Okay, rapper Rich the Kid blew off a legal battle brought by his former managers is now on the hook for a $1.1 million judgment. A Los Angeles judge was granted a default judgment in favor for Blueprint Artist Management. Rich the Kid is ordered to pay $960,614 in damages plus $143,696.28. That's just petty. You add whatever in interest and plus $873,000 costs for a grand total of $1,105,183.28. What the hell? Rich the Kid never responded to the lawsuit brought by his former managers despite being served back in February. See, they ain't time to be silent, Negro. Okay. What I meant to say is now he had no problem going back and forth with making diss songs and diss videos and diss tracks and going back and forth. He ran away from Uzi Vert and certain other stuff, but there ain't no time when it comes to lawsuit stuff being silent, especially getting sued for this amount. Okay. Back in February, Blueprint Artist Management sued Rich the Kid, the real name Dimitri Roger, accusing him of owning $3.5 million. In the lawsuit, Blueprint Artist said the rapper signed with them in May 2017. Per the deal, he was to pay his manager 20%, of his gross income. The suit accused the rapper refusing to pay $960,000. That's still almost $1 million in commission. An additional $500,000. This is tragic. Getting rid of this. Blueprint artists claim to have repeatedly demanded the payment for his long overdue commissions, but he refused to pay up. They terminated a deal with the rapper in April 2019. The management company, they said, were owed an additional $700,000 termination fee. Oh gosh. The suit pointed to the contract provision reading, paragraph 1 of the termination agreement provides that Roger shall pay Blueprint the sum of $700,000 according to the filing schedule, $250,000 within the 10 business days of the execution of the termination agreement, $200,000 on or before September the 1st, 2019, and $250,000 on or before November the 1st, 2019 in the settlement payments. Blueprint said Rich the Kid promised to pay them a cut of the money owed after obtaining a loan from his new record label. See, set up. The suit read in July 2019, wrote for 1 month after he failed to pay pay the first of 3 scheduled settlement payments. Roger told Blueprint that he was waiting for his new record company to loan him the money, with which to make the settlement payments. However, the suit accused him of never paying it down despite his countless promises. It's just a lesson learned, y'all. It's like, ain't this like damn near a 360 deal, 20%, y'all? And this is a quote from lovely teacher comment, "Stop signing these shitty ass contracts now without knowing what you're signing. Shake my the music she's cut though. Never forget the commodity." Excuse me, y'all. That's me. Whew. I hate when the weather changes and stuff because that's like I said, my allergy stuff are going back and forth. So it's only been like 60 degrees for the past week. So before I get into the story, I have a mini little rant that I wanted to talk about again about more deliveries and fuckery. Well, for one thing, y'all, they had the nerves audacity to company. Maybe it's automatic that I was telling you about, where I'm still waiting out of my 4 orders. Okay, last one order was like either the 6th of September, but the last between those 2 orders, 2 of them I think was on September the 4th or whatever Labor Day was, and the end of August. And they had the nerve audacity to send an automatic thing to review 2 products that I never even received yet. So I was like, okay, you get a review if you want, whatever. And like I said, it's still people like, okay, where is my order? And like I said, what was also a problem, what I think I failed to mention or forgot to mention to y'all, was they were also promising, the company would say, okay, orders made before September the 4th, they did a couple weeks ago, you'll get them Monday, or you'll get them Tuesday. Then it went again, oh, you'll get them Friday, oh, you should get them Friday, or you should get them this and that. So that what even made it worse is they were promising that orders that were made were going to be not only delivered, but sent to the addresses of the people who bought these products. And I see something yesterday, because even though I followed them, I still occasionally look at what they're going to say. Allegedly, they say that one of the first order, the one that I reviewed, and yeah, I gave a review, but I was like, I wish I could tell you how the product is, but I never received it, and explain like how they the communication is messed up with them, and I would not order from them again, and gave the same response to the things I have gotten. Okay, so I'm like, I hate to come down. I'm still waiting for Jupiter's Palace to give a response to why I got basically only like 25% of my order, really like 10%, because it's not there. If they don't respond to me by the day, then Monday, I gotta go ahead and re-email again. Okay, then I went to get, because I had a prescription, y'all, and I actually got it in February to get new parts for my breathing machine, or I think if I mispronounce it, because I do be slaughtering words, a nebulizer. And it's not a lot of people. They have like different shops, but not everything you get from like, mom and pop, pharmacy shops or CVS and stuff or whatever pharmacies that you go to. I didn't go because due to the Rona, I was like, I was too afraid to go. And, I was too afraid to go and, I was too afraid to go to the site. I mean, go to that store. So I decided, since, I was going to mail off, because I voted already and send it off, me and my dad's. And, my mom went to get something and also pick up her medicine when I was out. I went ahead, y'all, and went to, like I said, try to see if I can get my medicine. And then the person, which I never heard, y'all, now tell me if y'all been in the pharmacy field or whatever, if I get somebody, I don't recall that when you get the prescription, like the little prescription where it has the address, where your doctor resides or whatever. I mean, as far as where they do, work at, or maybe own, whatever. They don't usually put what you're diagnosed on the script. Okay, they put like, of course, the name, certification, I think, and whatever the scribble, like, the medicine, the amount, and so forth. Okay, they're trying to get you, they write you a script. Okay, so all of a sudden, I go there, and it's one of the people, maybe I could be over-exaggerating, but I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to another one, because I've been dealing on and off for years, and I went to one before y'all, and I went to that one before a couple of years, and it was like, the doctor's office had to keep sending paperwork in, because I was approved to get the damn the breathing machine, but they kept at times trying to bill me over and over again for it, even though there was nothing wrong with my insurance, nothing like that. And so I went ahead, and she's like, okay, this is past 60 days. Okay, this is expiring. You have to get another one, and blah, blah, blah. And, it doesn't show your diagnosis on here. I'm thinking, what the hell is you talking about to myself, And she's like, oh, well, you can get separate. You can pay, you can go ahead and pay. No, it's a principle. I was just like, no, I just get another script and just left. I'm like, I ain't got time for this. I already feel uncomfortable because, like I said, I'm coming into places and I'm sitting down, and technically, even though they got masks on and stuff like that, it ain't like, they still have the setup almost damn near it was before the Rona, the last time I went to get the medication, get the scripts for my breathing machine. So I'm like, it ain't like they got, the tapes or whatever. I mean, they had, like I said, people with masks and every darn thing on certain things. But at the same time, it's not completely Rona-proof free. So I'm like, let me get the hell out of here and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna go somewhere else. They're trash. I mean, they have multiple companies around here. So I mean, the Metro Detroit area outside Detroit. So I'm go to them. I was like, this broad just wanted to be what she is, a bitch. Okay, that's all I have to say with that one. And other than that, let's continue back on. All right. Besides the Chronicles. Now, besides this, y'all, have y'all heard about Jeffree Star? You know, and Jeffree Star, you know, who kind of looks like a beautiful Skeletor. You know, I guess you could say, and you know, reason why I say that is not because also he has a unique feature or whatever. There's a lot of ugliness in him anyway, because there has been proof that he has said racist stuff or whatever about black women or whatever, and then tries to hide out. Then there was some controversy that Tati, I guess, someone to make up, you know, all this major controversy, like they set up. I guess James Charles, you know, is a very popular, very young YouTuber, and they were saying he was on some he's gonna be foul to people, and you know, I'm not gonna say Piper stuff, because I'm trying to be careful of the wording of my stuff since this is on YouTube, but I will say this is like, he was on, you know, on some hit and miss and she had no business as. He, you know, he was going to go hunting. We'll say that. Okay, he was on a hunt. And then Tati came out, I guess, a couple years ago, last year, that she was saying like Shane Johnson, because Shane Johnson's controversial stuff. He made a lot of money also on some racist-ish, you know, making these skits and saying the N-word and all this ish, whatever. But, you know, he paired up, did a biography with Jeffree Star, who all of a sudden now, I think, beginning of this year or the end of last year, you know, was, you know, Juvia's Place, and giving thumbs up and saying he liked it, both Juvia's Place products and, Super Scent, the crankcase. Okay, but he bought products and stuff, whatever. But I think also he was trying to, yeah, they are good companies, but also he was trying to give, you know, like thumbs up to them because of black companies, you know, to like say, like, yeah, I like black people. So, but like I said, Tati thing said like Jeffree Star was blackmailing folks and all this other stuff. Him and Shane Dawson, every darn thing else. That came out like before the summer, something like that, like midsummer, beginning of summer. But it wasn't like too long ago that she was saying this stuff. That, you know, basically Shane Johnson, Jeffree Star were trying to also set up people, whatever. But, you know, he's up here, you know, came out after that. You know, Shane Johnson's like, oh my God, blah, blah, you know, whatever. I don't know if he's popping back up yet, but he was like back with his Beyonce. He was saying like, oh my gosh, she's crazy. She's effing crazy. Jeffree Star came out like, you know what? You know, those are false claims. And he's like, justice for Breonna Taylor. You know, trying to slide that in. You know, still trying to get, quote, quote, the black vote. To a certain point, or, you know, get black people approval, try to say I'm not a racist. So at the beginning of last month, Jeffree Star, you know, had like a picture, but you couldn't see. He was looked like sitting on a man's lap, and he looked like, based on the hands, he looked a little, you know, he looked a little caramel chocolate. Okay. Then all of a sudden we see a picture of a guy and he shows the face on his thing. So I don't know if the guy intentionally wanted, you know, to be on there, or was he outed by him. And, cause there's a couple stories. Like I said, I like the official Kim Barbie as well. Here's the thing. In the title, get that bread, get that bread, get that head to leave was a person. Jeffree Star's Black King allegedly robbed him, ignoring all his phone calls. Now here's the whole thing. Okay. Is you know, also, what I think he was a former NBA basketball player as well. And on top of that, it was one picture he was taking that, you know, Jeffree Star's like, no, you ain't gotta be worried about him fucking whatever, you know, like him. He even decided to be a footstool in the picture while he getting some a manicure or getting a lineup. I was like, what in the darn dominatrix SPN? I said SPN. I meant to say S&M. What the hell? B S&M. I ain't trying to disrespect that community, but what the hell was going on in that picture? So here's what the official Ken Barbie said on their Instagram. Okay, there's nothing like falling out of love as the weather cools down, huh? It wasn't even just a month ago, y'all. Cozy nights, cold love, bringing in the holidays together, and checks notes. Getting robbed by your significant other, reaching out to them through VS Instagram because they're ignoring your calls. It's funny how some folks think that they can change their significant other, even when they've done the most despicable, such as leaving their girlfriend and child out of nowhere to begin a relationship and chase the bag with Lord Voldemort. I think that's the word. But nonetheless, somehow folks think that they'll be different. That's what repeatedly happened to disgrace makeup guru Jeffree Star and his boyfriend, basketball player Andre Marhold. On Wednesday, September the 30th, the internet caught wind of the comment that Jeffree Star left on a photo that Marhold posted on Instagram, claiming that Marhold had stolen items from his home and was leaving him on red. Hey, none Star's comment before it takes a huge turn. It looks like there's trouble in paradise. Star and his Black King made first headlines just last month after breaking up with his ex-boyfriend Nathan Swans after 5 years together and soon going after public with his relationship with Marhold on July 22nd. Dang, it has like I said, it wasn't even a whole damn month there. But also too, just to let y'all know, whatever, Jeffree Star is one of those dudes that wants to turn straight dudes, or straight dudes that'll be gay for pay, I guess. He wants those type of dudes. I don't even know why. Shoot. Like, y'all, what? Okay, never mind. And and this is from Lovely T, was saying, because she does her facts and research, that he was okay when he was in a 5-year relationship with his dude. The last dude he was with girls, and I think he left him for a lady. He went back to women like, forget this. This ain't me. Okay, the gay behavior is over with. And that's just the same as y'all. I didn't watch Tiger King, but I seen up reviews about it with both his two husbands, the Tiger King himself, and his, I think both of the dudes, and one of the dudes, he went back, had a child, was still sleeping with women and stuff like that. Another guy, I think, unfortunately died, tragic death as well. But anyway, here we go. Multiple went to Marhold's life, insinuating on social media that Marhold may be in a relationship for money. Promoter started to tweet that he doesn't give money to anyone he's dating. Well, Star may not be giving money away, but apparently it's still disappearing. While it's unclear exactly what's going on, Star has deleted all photos of himself with Marhold from his social media and posted a cryptic story on Instagram. Every time I start trusting someone, God slaps me back out of my neck with a sandal. And then, God, and also karma, which God probably invented too. And karma up there kicks you in the ass too, pretty much, Mr. Jeffree Star. Look, stealing is obviously legal, not great, but as the saying goes, what goes around comes around. Marhold has taken to his Instagram account to accuse Star of lying, as well as threatening to expose much of his personal business, such as his health. Get the fool at Ken's Barbie thoughts. So, I'm just going to go through the slides. Here we go here, and I guess his name is Amar X, screenshots. I guess I'm back on here again. Drop your snaps and add me. Jeffree Star, hey, since you can't answer the phone right now, can you give back all the stuff that you stole from my house? What kind of low-life effing scum does that? Give it back. If you need to return labor, just ask. And, a couple laughing, crying tears emoji. And he sent a couple messages. I ain't about to play him, but just as this, and then he says in a creative mode, let's just say this is going to ruin you. And I think it's showing like the viewers, because you can see the viewers if somebody shows a video, and if you click on it, it's probably the same as Facebook. It'll show the person's name. And here he got under it, which shows, should I tell the people? And then shows a picture of main symptoms of AIDS. And he's like, and got a little, little text tag on or whatever. Someone can relate. You wanted to delete this. Just delete them off Snapchat and this is settled. And he say on his thing, my lawyer screenshot their threats and so you signed an undisclosed agreement where you cannot say my name or post any photos. I don't get why you just won't give me back my stuff. You can put my health at risk and all I showed you was respect. And I'm like, wait a minute. So did you what? You miss Nate, but you effed his friend. I don't understand. You didn't even tell your supporters you hit me up, offering me all these expensive things for my time. I approve of what I posted and I have your name on paperwork, your name on pill bottles, etc. We can do this all night. Ooh, oh damn. Well, also check out Lloyd T's video because she's talking about this. This is getting ugly, y'all. October, it is Thriller. And it's not, like I said, it's not even Halloween, y'all. We getting tricks and treats, okay? And some of these tricks are not getting treated, okay? The tricks are getting tricked, okay? It's just so much right now. Anyways, here's another story. Shout out to official Ken Barbie. Okay? Gotta credit your sources, y'all. And I'm gonna go through this again. Jaguar Wright, it hasn't been a whole 24 hours. And then it started getting pointed, like I said, some of the stuff is true. We do know, like we heard stories about P. Diddy and his, hunting behavior and stuff like that and messing over people. The thing is, and I would say this, it's getting to a point where this woman probably needs some weed, some sage, some incense at the same damn time, and maybe a couple of prayers and some positive vibes to her to get some help. Because now, it's like, now she coming at Alicia Keys. Now, we all know it's been controversy, but Mashonda, Sweet Speaks ex-wife, has been forgiven. They went on family trips together, Disney World, wherever the heck they went at and stuff. So it is what it is. And, she even said, like, she was still married to Sweet Speaks, and Alicia Keys basically started a relationship through her affair. But now, Jaguar Wright, who is on her expose tour, and like I said, this woman is so talented, and yet she is becoming, as somebody pointed it out, and I forgot to screenshot it. It is getting to the damn point where you're going to know her more for these rants, and just like the same thing I was saying about what Azalea Banks is, like, they're very talented. But then it gets to a point where if you're no more for, like, exposing whether it's true or not, you're going to be more for that. And people are not going to remember you for the talent that you have. Your gifts. They're going to be sitting here just looking at you like, you bit-ass motherfucker. Okay? So here we go with another article. Here we go again. Jaguar Wright is verbally attacking yet another singer. This time it's Alicia Keys as she accuses her of getting married with kids to master sex. You goofy effing, you effing goofy bitch. Okay. But it should not be surprising. But at the same time, it's like, this is the same bro, like I said, I was like Mary J. Blige. She got trains for them. She got STDs through A, B, C, D, D, F, G, whatever, all this stuff to say. And it's just like, what the hell? Because she's saying like people either are trying to attack her or come after her. And like I said, she's going through a lot. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but it's not sounding right. So I'm going to, because it's another videos, I'm going to tell this about what she's talking about and then talk about a little bit, because I did watch the clips that was in this that was in this post on the official Ken Barbie's Instagram. Like I said, if you want research stuff done, in entertainment stuff like that, go to his page. Another day. Okay, wait a minute. In an explicit filled rant, Wright verbally attacked the Grammy-winning musician. Another day, another set of blistering insults being thrown about by Jaguar Wright. We heard quite a bit from the singer over the past few months, and none of it seemed to be related to new music from the artist. Instead, she hurls accusations for some of her former collaborators, including the Roots, who she said were aware of R. Kelly's alleged accusation with underage girls, and Common, who she claimed sexually as and many years ago. Mary J. Blige, Summer Walker also felt Jaguar's wife and doesn't look as if Wright is finished verbalizing her issues, and now she's shifted her attention to Alicia Keys. If y'all don't remember when I talked about Summer Walker, she said based on Summer Walker having anxiety and her language, she must have been attacked, S-wise, I'll leave it as that, attacked And somebody was like, what the hell? What the hell is she talking about? But anyway, here we go. Alicia Keys is a type of artist who is known to cause controversy outside those hunting stories that she had an affair with Swizz Beatz while he was married to Rashana Teferi. That gossip has been laid to rest, but Jaguar Wright has come forward to share her version of events and why she isn't a fan of the beloved artist. That woman invited you up to her house thinking that you were an artist and you were coming to steal her husband, Alicia Keys. You effing goofy bitch, Jaguar Wright said in her explicit laced video. It's unclear why Wright has specifically targeted Keys, but it seems as if Jaguar believes something Keys posted was directed at her. Then Wright goes on to talk about a man that both she and Alicia Keys allegedly dated, who told Wright intimate details about Keys. Okay, that's word of mouth. I don't know who the last name to do, I forgot, but his first name was Antonio. That's all I remember. I know you know who, because we went to the same guy, Antonio blah blah blah. I'm surprised she didn't say his birthday and she remembered the social security number, but here we go. Okay, she claims that this ex of Keys found her sleeping with someone else during a surprise visit. Was so devastated he stopped trusting people. Wright went on to attack. Yeah, also this is the guy who was with last before she got with her husband now. And okay, let me finish and then I'll talk about also a few things I've seen in this mini effery. Wright went on to attack Keys' marriage with scathing words about Keys only marrying and having true to master sexuality. There's a lot taken in, but you can plus play. She went ahead to say like she's a half man, whatever. She don't need to wake up and her team can help with emphysema and all this stuff and clear up her skin and shit and all this other crazy stuff. Because she was claiming like Alicia Keys, Clyde Davis told you post that post. Okay, if she claiming now, if y'all wind back, she also said Puff Daddy. Now, that may not be not surprisingly shocking. Sent some text of minions. Okay, when I'm thinking about it now, if you're talking about supposedly things that are being sent to you, girl, there are things to screenshot. Does she need help getting the screenshots? Because if you're saying people are sending you stuff, why you're not posting the Ricky McDowell invitation? Even though, some people, they got special effects, they got stuff that can make us appear like we all can all know how to use, the Photoshop, Apple, whatever it's called, Photoshop. But still, this is ridiculous. It does not make any damn sense about why does she continue to attack, people. Now, like I said, she claims like Alicia was coming after her. Like I said, if Bitter was a person and I might be paranoid, everybody's coming to get me, even if I'm just thinking in my head, and I'm not trying to make fun of it, but it's just like, what is she talking about? So let's get to the point, like, y'all, by the time October 8th, my birthday come next week, which, y'all, if y'all look up famous birthday, put in y'all name in. I did a video of this several years ago on YouTube, and go ahead and see who you share a famous birthday with. I shared with Bruno Mars, Jesse Jackson, and Nick Cannon. Okay, anyway, that's the people I know off the top of my head. Okay. But, anyways, it's by the time even next week comes, I wonder who else she's going to say is coming after her, and then she's going to go on a rant, and then go to Puerto Rico somewhere else left. And it gets to a point where even this stuff is accurate, it's going to make her appear like as if, what the hell are you talking about? You seem to be talking on the side, talking the side of your neck, and and just on some other, and just on some smear slander campaign. Okay, because she's going by the word of mouth, and people could easily say without having any proof, without having any say like written proof or proof that you proved it doesn't look like it was altered or photoshopped it, or edited in any way. It looks like you might be bitter. Okay, just completely bitter. Okay. So, anyways, like I said, it's just like, okay, this is like, it won't stop. And anyways, before I go this other little quick thing, congrats to Nicki Minaj. They've been saying she gave birth to her. She came out a couple months more. Even though we could see the signs, the boobs become very luxurious, the fullness in the stomach, not like just like, okay, look like, her Auntie Pearl came to town. But she looked at Pearl, and she came out, I think, like, beginning of last month or the month before last, which is understandable, to announce that she was expecting, she was, with child. And, congrats to her baby. I think she was having a girl. I don't think she lost a gender yet, and it's up to her to decide, or what timing when she's going to either show the child or, if she does want to, just, goodbyes, good prayers. And, like I said, she is turning up that she's, had her baby, the last day of September. There's a lot of Libra babies. Okay. But anyway, let's see. I'm on a site called Strong Back Lead, and it's like, get your first look at Viola Davis, Chadwick Boseman, God rest his soul. Wakanda forever. A reason why I want to talk about it, because I didn't know he was in another film like it was completed of. Glenn Turman, these are all, like I said, Jim actors. Okay, Coleman, Domingo, Michael Potts, Douglas and Brown, and Taylor Page in the stunning Mama Ray Black Bottom, based on a acclaimed play by Austin Wilson, directed by legendary Jordan Rufy, and is coming to Netflix globally December the 18th. Long live Chadwick Boseman. He is just, like I said, it's just so sad. And speaking of that, it was a story I didn't get a chance to talk about. It was 3 days ago on the Jasmine brand. And Chadwick Boseman gave some of his 21 Bridges salary to co-star Serena Miller. He said, that's what I deserve to be paid. That's what she said. But here's a quick little thing real quick. I mean, like I said, he was one of a kind, man. Okay, the stories about Chadwick Boseman continue to celebrate, still mourning his passing. His 21 Bridges co-star Serena Miller saluting the award-winning actor for generosity and selfishness as they prepared for the film, which was released on November 19, 2019. Serena Miller said in an interview that Chadwick Boseman asked her about being a part of the film. He was a fan of my work, which was thrilling because it reciprocated from me to him tenfold. So he approached me to do it. He offered me this film. It was a time when I really didn't want to work anymore. I'd been working nonstop and I was exhausted. But then I wanted to work with him. When it came to signing on to the film, she requested more money, but the studio refused. That's when Chadwick Boseman, who also produced the movie, stepped in. She continued, I said, I'll do it if I'm compensated in the right way. And Chadwick ended up donating some of his salary to get me the number that I had asked for. He said that was what I deserved to be paid. And I was surprised, like, I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but it's interesting that she, is a white woman and she actually had, salary, issues with getting the salary she requested. And, oh, okay. But I mean, like I said, that's such a sweetheart. And just hearing these continued stories, it's a bittersweet thing. But yeah, y'all, that is just something else. But let me go to the next segment. Okay, y'all. Let's get to the next topic at hand. Now, this is kind of a sad story that ends with a side eye, okay? Now, unfortunately, Nara Rivera had passed away a couple months ago. Now, she was the star of Glee. She had a wonderful singing voice. She was beautiful. I don't know how many years ago it passed where she had divorced. She had one child, her son, and she had divorced from her husband. And unfortunately, she tragically had drowned. And I think it took weeks or whatever to find her body in this lake that's kind of deadly. I'll leave it as that. And unfortunately, she passed away. Now, recently, y'all, already, like I said, this poor child has passed away. Not even a couple months, not even a whole year. And I was listening to Lovely T and seeing a couple articles on this. Now, her ex-husband and I think his former father-in-law, whatever, were swimming in the same lake. That was our question mark. With the same one that she passed away in, which I heard, it's one of those, like, kind of stay away from type of areas. And, it was already traumatic as the poor baby, she was swimming and she was managed, I think, to save her baby, but she couldn't get in the boat that she was in time. So, even though the baby was, I think he's about 4 years old, it's still a sad and tragic thing because because he was left in the boat. Somebody had found him the next day, I think, or hours later, which is sad. And so now it's this new thing. Now has his sister, right, who is a model, resembles her a lot, and her ex-husband is living and moved in with the sister. His excuse is, and he's made a video, a lovely TS showing it. I mean, it was on Steady Room. I couldn't get past, after she showed what she showed. I mean, he did everything but answer the question. It is sad that our family is going through this. He claims they getting death threats and all this stuff. I don't know, whatever. I think he's just saying some BS because I don't want to call, like I said, any screenshots or any proof or auto proof, whatever, or at least even a made up person that is supposedly doing that. And this picture look like he's holding her hand in the mall, and they got, matching socks, as Lovely T said, every damn thing, okay? And he claimed he moved in for his son. Now, as an auntie, I'm not a mom yet, but I can speak as far as right now as an auntie. That, has been around a couple of my nieces and nephews. Here's the thing. I know some cases it's like you can have a connection with your niece and nephews if you auntie, whether you are, auntie or uncle with your nieces and nephews and stuff, and have sometimes a combination of being a big brother, big sister, or being like a second mom, a second dad, a combination of both, or being like a best friend, whatever, whether you're biologically the auntie or uncle or not, but just have that title. And the thing is, not to say the baby did not want to be around his auntie, and of course he's probably asking where's mommy and what's going on, but the question mark thing is that it makes it seem like, and I know I keep bringing a low to, like I said, I want to make sure I always cite my sources, and a term I think was grieve, it was something she said on lines like you bond during grief, and it may be a thing, whereas in some cases where they bonded because of the grief, and it's kind of like almost like an unnatural, not to say a natural bond, but it wouldn't have happened properly if it wasn't for the tragedy or the person passing, or some sad cases where they were like, I was ready for that bitch to die, and sit there and be like, here's our time, okay? Remember what I talked about, the Bobby Womack story, okay? As soon as, his mentor and was supposed to be friend died, he up here was smashing, and this was around the time I had brought this up, around when April and and Fizz was going together from the former group, B2K and all this other stuff. Okay, April, who used to be Amaron's girlfriend and the mother of his two children. And, it's a mother, two children, okay? So Byron Womack was something else. He was with the wife. Then turns out he was messing with her daughter. So he was up there turned out he was messing with, and I think that's when she got rid of him, is when she found out he was messing with his stepdaughter. It was just a bunch of crazy stuff, okay? I think he had a child stepper. I don't know. I just know some crazy-ish, okay? So it could be that type of thing where you get together because you're trying to process grieving, and it always being overlapped, where you end up sometimes having, a connection, realizing the person goes, and sometimes it can be a healthy connection, but you just realize you may have to heal. And then some people, they heal and they hump in some cases, and they end up like going as far as either school or trying to do the relationship, and sometimes they work out with it. It just, it's a lot going on process line, because you're trying to get to know, it's like this person, the person that just passed away. And, but like I said, it's just, you're going to confuse that baby. The baby probably wondering like, okay, why are we up here with auntie? Even though they claim, they just look, it's just a lot, and it's just a hot ass mess. And my thing is, too, which Lovey T also brought up, the thing is, it's like, why? The grandparents are still alive. So he didn't think about moving in with, her family, since he like wanted to, I guess, the kids to still be close, whatever. Because yeah, that's the name of the guy. Even like Robin explains, his son asked when they were Nyla Rivera's sister to live with them because she's now closest thing has to her mom. But like I said, there's the grandparents, and here's what she said. I think her name is Nikki. I'm just gonna call her Nick. She said, in the darkest time of my life, the only thing that's important is my friends and family showing up for my nephew, even though I can't show up for myself. I'm not concerned with the way things look because no one can see each agonizing moment we all endure. What matters most, as I learned, is to show compassion, not judge others, and never take a moment of life for granted. I hope y'all can do the same. Okay. Not to say, because, the real reality is we can't sit here. I mean, from the outside looking in, we don't know what's going on. But if that was the case, then why did he move to the mom? The little boy could have came over there and visited his auntie more, maybe stayed, like a couple days, week or two, once in a while, or, do like every other week or whatever and stay with her a week or whatever. They could have like switched it around that way. He didn't have to move in with her. And that's what makes it questionable is, they might be, smashing. Okay, on top of that, they, it's being presented in a way that it's like you gotta get it to side eye, but comes out, whatever, they're gonna have to be the ones that have to tell, comes out that he is, messing around with her, and they got like this so-called relationship. It's gonna come up, okay? So, anyways, like I said, that's just another hot ass mess. And I forgot to mention too, the shocking thing is that I thought about too is that if with Mr. I gave or paid whatever DL stuff, whatever, with the guy with a Jeffree Star, if it's true that he does have the condition AIDS, whatever, how did you find that out? Based on Jeffree Star, so y'all been fucking and sucking, whatever, whatever. It's just a lot of questions. It's just like, and then two, even though that is something like, that's something that he shouldn't be telling, even if you think it's called something encrypted, even if it's true. That's just some pure fuck. I mean, it's sad, but you gotta look at the situation with some popcorn. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to talk about Tory Lanez, okay, real quick. I know I was gonna leave this situation alone, but anyway, okay. But he okay, I wanted to say real quick about, he came out with, when I was talking about, he came out with the album basically propping off what's going on instead of actually saying this side of the story. Okay, here's the thing. He claims like a couple days later that he had this album come out on the day that his mother passed. Passing, and God rest her soul. But here's the thing. I went and I'm on Genius, which, usually have a lot of lyrics, and sometimes have click where you can add, or even the artist themselves can verify and talk about what the lyrics mean. But what I hear, the people who listen to the whole album, because I heard a snippet, I think, to the Shade Room, it appears that most of the album has nothing to do with his mom. And if he brought that album, because even he said you would think he was going to have an interview when he was talking about as if it was going to come out, whatever, right? It doesn't seem to mention anything about his mom, or if it ain't, okay, like here's the first song, for example, Money Over Follows. And I'm gonna scan real quick. Megan people trying to frame me for a shooting, but them boys ain't clean enough. I see how they teaming up. Watching out, I'm calculating. Keep it quiet. I can't jeopardize the wildland. Okay. They was on the blog saying I'm cancer for this entertainment. I was on Spotlight, 30 million months listener. I'm looking going crazy. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. blah, blah, blah. Then he was talking about nothing love but spray, but ninjas hate me. Hurt my heart, then see him on Twitter. Fingers coming like Kiana said in Cash Page. I flipped the switch, I'm gripping money at the fast page. Don't ask me for shit when it gets real. That's my last favor. Can't cry now cause I'm laugh later. Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement in a affidavit. You know what I didn't do but come at the truest, trying to keep me shit 200 with you. Sure, I can prove it. But them people in your ear, they say the true ones that I fear. They got you thinking Tory Lanez would do you in. For real. Did you forget you was my bitch? I held it down and kept it real. I would never paint no fake picture of you just for some meals. I thought you was solid too. But look at how you doing me. People trying to ruin you. And what's worse is that I'm still thinking about you and me. How you gonna live my birthday with all your jewelry trying to make some fool of me? But I love you so hard I'm gonna cool it, B. Cause I was cooling right with Cuban, B. That was stupid of me. Somehow I'm still down to negotiate the unity. Okay, and he goes on. Okay, that's the first track. So he's admitting that that they Megan were like some type of situationship or whatever. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I personally don't feel, because I don't personally like the word bitch unless I'm to be offensive. So I don't like the term like, yeah, I'm that bitch. Hey, the bitch girl. I don't even like, especially in a relationship, guys, I've been hearing that now in the past, about 6-7 years. The knowing how sometimes, like occasionally hearing it in rap lyrics and, some people try, like, refers like, that's my bitch, me and my bitch. Why is that popular? That's just like, I hated personally, y'all, the term baby mom, baby daddy. It never went away. I thought when that damn song came out in the late 90s, that it was going to go, but no. Okay, here's another track, number 2. I'm not going to go through it. It's called Woman. Intro. And to think that a woman I love so dear, could make me sicker to my stomach. Whoa. And to think I walked 1,000 miles and learned about baby, oh no, damn. Okay, again, this sound like he's talking about me. In the H-Town, my baby, you was D up. Meg stands from Texas. Spotted me, I was cooling my jewelry, I freeze up. You wanna with me, that was up with you. Last thing you want to hear is a dub with you. Okay. Also, friends become strangers. Sorry, but I had to. A poem from me to you. Let's see if that has anything to do with a mom. So many critics against me. It's not starting off the fit. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna get into that. What does it have to do with his mama? The Most High. Look how God works clean and slim. What's culture with a K? Soul Drop at Night, bittersweet things I should have said, got it done, jokes on me, care of you in the air, life featuring local go, and I think the Messiah, I don't know this is real, okay, names that you pray up, you know me by praise, this is this life lyrics, okay, praise me by the holy high, Ish been lonely, right, all I do is try, we's my only high, makes 5-5, to tell the pain from the younger, from the shore of my eyes, rapping name, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Champagne, you see this man, but Jay-Z, Marshall Pills, I felt that it was all fake news trying to play me. But this really is an album dedicated to his mom. Really? But I don't even have to. I'm just saying, y'all go to G's and look at the lyrics yourself. And also, for a smart shot I heard it was on YouTube, was also saying the same thing. So, how does this album have anything to do with dedicated to your mama? And then he was saying something like, God, only God can judge, blah, blah, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. But he still never indicates what he's trying to say, kind of without saying he didn't do it, without doing it, with this damn album. Okay? Like I said, pure fuckery, okay? And just for last, before I get into it, which is that the Shade Room Shade speeches, Zoom removes groups of parents because they kept cussing at visitors. I'm about to get so laughing. You know what it is. 2020 keeps going, 22 going. At a zoo in UK, a group of parents have been removed after repeated obscene language at visitor. Lincolnshire Wildlife Park received the birds back in August and quarantined them together in the same room, according to Fox News. It sounds like the park staff wasn't prepared for the parents bringing out the worst in each other. But just by coincidence, we took 5 in the same week, and because they were all quarantined together, meant that one room was just full of swearing birds. Chief Executive Steve Nicholas told the Lincolnshire Live, knowing the park employees always find it very comical when they swear at you. The more they swear, the more they usually laugh, which then triggers them to swear again. Then, after the break, quarantine, the birds were put out for the views against, assuming that cussing would stop. It didn't take long for the birds, and talking about clicking the link bio. So, some cursing ass birds. Why is that not surprised? Why is that not surprised? And speaking back on to Tory Lanez, when we talking about speaking of possible birds, preferably pigeons, okay, a real hot girl nest back from official Kid Barbie. A real hot girl mess. Megan Thee Stallion's friend insinuated Kelsey Nicole was paid to keep quiet about the leprechaun shooting incident. She also stated that Kelsey made claims that Clormaines had physically assaulted her. She remained fairly quiet during the whole series event, but Meg Thee Stallion's friend, or former friend, Kelsey Nicole, is being called out. It was previously reported that by many outlets that Megan and her best friend Kelsey were no longer following each other, and some believe it has something to do with the July shooting incident involving Luke Keeper elf Tory Lanez. Kelsey has already admitted that she was present during the altercation, and now that Tory has shared his side of the story on his album Daystar, where he denied shooting Megan. Another of Houston rapper's friends was publicly condemning Kelsey for keeping quiet. You know, y'all, I mean, I didn't know that actually Tory Lanez a real name, but you know, y'all, if y'all 80s baby or ever heard about this, or it used to be every time I think about the way Daystar, I don't know if y'all remember that intro for that during outer space cartoon western Brave Star. I don't know why I think like that's the way he would say his name in real life. But anyway, okay, since you linking with the ops, you disqualified, bitch. Megan's friend Jaylee, who you definitely seen a few of her pics as well as in the Big Old Freak video, wrote one IG story slide. Later, she pinned a lengthy, angry message to Casey where she slams her for remaining silent. How can you come in my room that day at the LA house and say verbatim, Tory shot Megan? You forget you came back around 4 p.m. after you dropped off telling me about the details about how the book he pulled a gun during a petty argument. He got mad and shot her. After spewing a few insults about Tory Lanez, Jay asked Casey, but now you being quiet, you coward-ass mouse bitch. You really lied to me, of all people, about being injured because Joy was beating your ass? What happened to that? Why you ain't say shit? But Meg's supposed to be your best friend. This is not how best friends work, and you know you wrong. God gonna handle you accordingly. She also stated Kelsey mentioned that she would need to be paid in order not to speak, and added that Kelsey posted a photo with some new jewelry, insinuating that she may have received money. Remember how Tory called you and I told you to decline it, and we both listened to a voicemail message of his ass crying saying how sorry he was shooting for her and how he was too drunk? That Misha is a fool, huh? So you get the rest of the story, team. So, So anyway, y'all, it's just a lot back and forth. So but I mean it's sad, and I'm gonna retire the story. But Megan Thee Stallion got a new song coming out with she was showing like, you know, snippets of it. Like it looked like it could be an Alice in Wonderland kind of inspired kind of video with a young thugger that's supposed to go out. So go and check it out. I haven't checked it out yet, but I probably will in the future. I was gonna talk about the whole thing with Nene, and you go back and forth with the Nene, this thing with it. I don't feel like talking about it. I may talk about it later on, but it won't be in this damn podcast if I do. But anyway, y'all, that is enough for tonight. I'm going to head and finish this and go ahead and repeat y'all and end on this note. But anyway, hugs and loves all day is Leo season. Red Rust, Cancer. Go Pink. blessed possible vibes to all the survivors. And whether you're going through it, you're surviving, you're remission, you're going through this, or even in condolences and prayer. And condolences and so forth for people who unfortunately have lost their battle to breast cancer or any type of cancer or terminal illness and stuff like that. But anyway, y'all, like I said, it is Leo season. I'm not gonna say we're the best sign. That's being arrogant, but I'm a Libra, so I'm gonna say. I mean that doesn't only determine my personality, just being a Libra, but I'm just saying my birthday is coming up. It's a blessing to be here, even though we got all the stuff going on. Like I said, Rona keep Tuesday roll. She doing all the damn songs in the early 2000s, and just about 5 years ago, she's doing watching Nene. And before I leave y'all, I didn't post this, y'all, but did you know the guy who made the song Silento? I think he only in his early 20s and stuff like that, because he came out that song. He was a teenager, older kid. Ain't he in trouble? Okay, before I leave y'all, let me go ahead and tell you about Silento. That just made me, y'all, I can never just get off of one thing. Silento, American rapper. Now, technically, he was a one-hit wonder. Yeah, he's age 22. Oh my gosh, they said USA Today. Watch me with the Nene rappers charged in a LA hatchet attack. This is September the 13th. So before we go, I'm going to talk about this real quick. Get ready for this, okay? And then this will be my last one, okay? Like I said, I seen it on the blogs and just read the title. I mean, on I think Jasmine Brand or something like that, but I didn't do that. Okay, here's USA Today. Okay, now watch me. I'm sorry, I had to edit it. Whip Nene rapper Silento charged in attempt hatchet attack. And there's a picture about him in the case. Associated Press, which this was actually posted on 9:43 p.m. I guess Eastern Standard Time. Okay, September the 3rd, 2020. Los Angeles, Silento, rapper known for Watch Me Whip Nene, was charged Thursday trying to hit two people with a hatchet in their home. Prosecutors alleged that Silento, who legal name is Richard Lamar Hawk, walked into an unlocked stranger's home in the Valley Village area of Los Angeles and swung a hatchet at two people inside before one of them disarmed him. The rapper is charged with assault with a deadly weapon and is being held in jail on a $105,000, jail. Okay, meant to say 1,000 in the jail. They probably meant to say jail on a 1,000 a bond instead of jail. The Los Angeles County District Office said the alleged attack occurred while he was out on bail for another arrest, and Orange County authorities said. What the heck? He is scheduled to be arraigned on Friday. It is not clear whether he has been retained an attorney. An email seeking a comment from his manager was not immediately returned. It could be silent to get a maximum of 6 years in prison. The 20-year-old Atlanta rapper and singer had a major hit in 2015 with the Watch Me with Whip Nene. The song's standalone video quickly drew millions of YouTube views and broad television appearance for Silento. He released the album fresh out of high school in 2018. Ooh, that man needs to get help. But thank God he didn't kill anybody. But it's like, damn, what is going on with him? Whew. Okay, I was trying to see anything else. I know Wikipedia can take chances and, people can add stuff on there. It said on August, personal life. On August 28th, 2020, he was arrested following a domestic disturbance. After being charged with inflicting corporal injury on his spouse or cohabiting, he was released. The following day, he was arrested in Valley Village, Los Angeles, after walking to a random home wielding a hatchet while looking for his girlfriend. Ooh, shit, well, I'm glad she got away, but he got some major issues, because that, right there. But anyway, y'all, that's me. Ooh. It is time for me to get out for real. Hugs and loves. Happy birthday, all you Libras. Shout out to the birthday folks. And I'm about to get out of here. I don't know, I'm going, the way it's going. I might have another bonus podcast the way it's going. But anyway, y'all, I am out of here. And I will see y'all in the next one. All right. Take care. Hugs and loves. I'm out.